Hi everyone and welcome back. It's me, Kelly again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's enjoy. I have always admired Valentin's character. He carries such a complicated past, full of secrets and shadows, yet there is a tenderness that emerges when he cares about someone. The way he is adjusting his plans now, all because Carly is in trouble, shows a side of him that feels fresh and genuine. He is making new moves to protect her rights and her freedom. It is clear that this arrest has become a turning point for him. Instead of staying hidden and playing it safe, Valentin is stepping up. I believe this new adjustment in his behavior proves how deeply he has come to care for Carly. In my view, this is one of the most interesting shifts we have seen in his arc for a long time. It is not just about survival anymore. It is about love and loyalty. One of the biggest questions on my mind was whether Valentin would really reach out to that mysterious contact known only as Z. After all the risks he has already taken, would he truly make that call? The answer, it seems, is yes. I think his feelings for Carly are winning out. He is ready to contact Z if it gives them any chance to help Jocelyn. That kind of devotion touches me as an older viewer who values family above everything. Watching Valentin weigh his own safety against Carly's desperation to find her daughter reminds me of so many heartfelt stories we have followed over the decades. He knows what it means to fear for a child's well-being. If Charlotte were in Jocelyn's position, Valentin would move heaven and earth. Now he is extending that same fierce protection to Carly and her family. That parallel feels powerful and true to his character. Of course, contacting Z comes with enormous danger. There is the constant threat that Steinmauer could pull him back into prison at any moment. I have been turning this over in my mind, and I truly believe this risk is what makes the current storyline so intense. Valentin is willing to gamble his freedom for the woman he loves and for the chance to bring Jocelyn home safely. It is a bold decision, and I admire the courage it shows. At the same time, I wonder how Carly will feel when she learns about the lengths he is prepared to go. She has a big heart, but she also carries heavy guilt when people she cares about suffer because of her. Will this bring them closer together, or will it create new tension between them? I suspect it will ultimately strengthen their bond, but the path there will be filled with emotional moments that we fans will remember for a long time. What excites me most is the possibility of shocking news coming from this plan. Even if Z gets pulled into the situation, it does not automatically mean Valentin will end up behind bars again. That uncertainty keeps me on the edge of my seat. I have seen enough storylines over the years to know that sometimes the most unexpected alliances can change everything. Perhaps Z holds information that could clear Carly's name or locate Jocelyn faster than anyone expects. The writers have planted these seeds so skillfully that I find myself imagining all sorts of outcomes. One thing I feel certain about is that Valentin's new obsession with keeping Carly safe is reshaping his every decision. This adjustment is not temporary. It feels like a fundamental change in how he approaches his own life and future. As I reflect on these latest developments, I keep thinking about how beautifully the romance between Carly and Valentin has been building. They cannot walk openly in Port Charles as a couple yet, but the private moments they share carry real warmth and depth. Their connection grew from shared secrets and mutual respect, and now it is being tested in the fire of real crisis. I have always enjoyed watching mature characters find love later in life on this show. It feels more realistic and layered than some of the younger romances. Carly and Valentin bring so much history and experience to their relationship. That is why I am rooting for them so strongly. Their story gives me hope that even after all the pain and mistakes of the past, there can still be genuine happiness and partnership. Another aspect I appreciate is how the storyline highlights the theme of sacrifice. Valentin is not just helping Carly out of convenience. He is risking his freedom, his carefully built new life, and possibly his future with his own daughter. That level of commitment is rare and moving. I have spoken with other longtime viewers who feel the same way. We all agree that this plot has the potential to deliver some of the most powerful scenes of the year. The emotional weight of Valentin making that call to Z, knowing what it might cost him, will surely stay with us. And the question of whether Carly will accept that sacrifice or try to stop him adds another rich layer of drama. Looking ahead, I cannot help but feel optimistic, mixed with excitement. Will the contact with Z bring the breakthrough everyone is hoping for? I believe it will. though probably not without some new complications that keep us guessing. The writers have a wonderful way of resolving one problem while introducing two more, and that is part of what makes General Hospital so addictive after all these decades. I also hope we get to see more tender moments between Carly and Valentin as they navigate this crisis together. Their quiet conversations and shared glances have become some of my favorite parts of recent episodes. In the end, this current chapter reminds me why I have stayed loyal to the show for so long. It is not just about the suspense or the shocking reveals. It is about characters we have grown to love facing real human struggles: love, fear, protection, and redemption. Valentin's willingness to put Carly and Jocelyn first, even at great personal cost, speaks to the best parts of his heart. Carly's determination as a mother continues to inspire. Together, they are creating a story that feels both fresh and deeply rooted in everything we have come to expect from Port Charles. What strikes me most is how Brennan plays into this. Jack Brennan has always been a complex figure, full of schemes and hidden motives, but his involvement now adds real tension. Valentin and Brennan seem ready to make new adjustments together, especially with Carly's safety hanging in the balance. I have always appreciated how the writers allow these seasoned characters to evolve. Valentin, who once kept everyone at arm's length, is now stepping forward with a determination I have rarely seen in him. His growing obsession with protecting Carly is genuine and heartfelt. It proves that love can truly change even the most guarded man. In my opinion, this shift feels authentic because it builds on everything we know about his past struggles with family and loyalty. One question that kept circling in my mind was whether Valentin would truly reach out to Z despite the enormous risks. The answer appears to be yes, and it comes at a pivotal moment. When Z finally enters the picture, everything adjusts in surprising ways. The new story developments bring shocking revelations that no one saw coming. I love how the writers use these moments to heighten the drama without making it feel forced. Z's appearance does not simply solve problems. Instead, it introduces fresh complications and proves the depth of Valentin's new obsession. He is willing to risk everything, including a return to Steinmauer, because Carly's danger has become his own. This obsession ties beautifully into the larger picture. Brennan's influence seems to be pushing Valentin toward bolder moves, creating a partnership born of necessity and shared goals. As someone who has followed the show through many eras, I believe this kind of alliance adds richness to the narrative. It reminds me of classic General Hospital pairings, where former adversaries or cautious allies find common ground in crisis. Valentin's readiness to adjust his plans shows growth. He is no longer just surviving. He is fighting for a future that includes Carly and the people she loves, especially Jocelyn. The story takes an even more intense turn when we consider Sidwell and Cullum. Their lives are now genuinely in danger, and this development shocks me in the best possible way. It raises the stakes dramatically and proves how interconnected everything has become. Sidwell and Cullum being placed in real peril forces everyone, including Valentin and Brennan, to recalibrate their strategies. I find myself wondering how these new threats will ripple outward. Will they bring unexpected alliances or create even deeper divisions? In my view, putting these characters at risk is a clever move by the writers. It keeps longtime viewers like me invested because it feels like the danger is spreading across Port Charles in unpredictable ways. I have always enjoyed stories that explore obsession in a thoughtful manner, and Valentin's current state is a perfect example. This is not a dark or destructive obsession. It is one rooted in love and protection. His feelings for Carly are winning out over his fear of prison or exposure. That willingness to contact Z, even knowing it could cost him his freedom, touches me deeply. As an older fan who values family and sacrifice, I see echoes of the great romances we have watched over the decades. Think of all the times characters have risked everything for those they hold dear. Valentin's arc feels like a worthy addition to that tradition. At the same time, I cannot help but worry about Carly. She is such a resilient woman, yet this latest trouble weighs heavily on her. How will she react when she learns the full extent of what Valentin is prepared to do? Their private moments together have shown real warmth and connection, but this crisis will test them. I believe it will ultimately bring them closer, though not without painful conversations and emotional scenes that will stay with us. The writers have a wonderful talent for balancing action with heartfelt drama, and this storyline delivers both in abundance. The introduction of new shocks through Z's involvement keeps the momentum strong. Nothing is straightforward, and that is what makes General Hospital so addictive. Even as Valentin and Brennan make their adjustments, the danger to Sidwell and Cullum suggests bigger forces at play. Perhaps these events will uncover secrets that change the power structure in Port Charles. I am excited to see how it all unfolds. Will Z bring the help they desperately need, or will his presence create new obstacles? The uncertainty is thrilling. Reflecting on these developments, I feel optimistic about the direction of the show. Valentin's new obsession and the adjustments he and Brennan are making demonstrate real character growth. Carly's danger has ignited something powerful in him, and the threats surrounding Sidwell and Cullum ensure the story remains high stakes and compelling. This is the kind of layered storytelling that has kept me watching for over 4 decades. It honors the history of the show while introducing fresh excitement. I find myself counting the days until the next episodes. The emotional payoff when Valentin's sacrifices become clear, combined with the shocking twists involving Z and the dangers facing Sidwell and Cullum, promises unforgettable television. As longtime viewers, we know that these intense periods often lead to some of the most satisfying resolutions. Carly and Valentin's bond continues to deepen, and I am rooting for them with all my heart. Their story reminds us that even in the midst of chaos, love and loyalty can light the way.